Hi guys, today I'm showing you my Leica collection. So these are all Leica cameras except for two of them. One of which will be this Hasselblad 500cm. It's a very capable and wonderful square format film camera. Very professional. They use it for studio shots in the past. This is in very pristine condition. Okay, it's a very nice camera. So I really love the Hasselblad, but I'm really not into medium format for many reasons, which I may share next time. And just for fun's sake, I actually put in a Instax Square, and sorry, it's an Instax Mini. So it really looks like a chrome Leica, so I just put it for fun. The rest are all Leica cameras. They are all film. I really love film, except for one, which will be a Leica M8.2. So how do you know, no, sorry, this is the M6. So this is the M8.2. So how do you know this is the M8.2 instead of the usual M8? Instead, you look at the top. There's the top speed is limited to 4,000, 1/4,000 instead of 1/8,000, and clearly it is written at the top that this is an M8 with a small little 2 subscript. So there you go. That's the my only digital Leica. I actually have some mini Leicas, small point and shoots that have just recently sold away. I normally just buy, and if I don't really like the model, I'll just sell it away. But for film cameras, not really. I got my first Leica, which would be an M6 in 2012 or 2013, I think. Those days Leicas were really cheap. So I have started collecting Leica since, but I actually made most of my acquisition after the COVID pandemic, and my gosh, most of the prices have really risen a fair bit, so I really spent quite a fair bit to reacquire them. I sold many of my Leicas in 2016 to buy my current place, so that I can free up some cash for my current place, and I really do regret selling many of them. I had a couple M3s which I sold for very cheap. I sold them for a few $100 in 2016. Yep. So I actually bought them cheap early on. I sold many of them cheap, and I have to reacquire many of them recently at a very high price. So, but all in all, the prices which I acquired them, I can sell for higher. So I think it is quite fair to say it is very superficial to buy Leicas for collection or for even for price appreciation. But it's just something that I think a lot of people do. And when you buy a Leica, a film camera at least, you are definitely not thinking of selling them any cheaper, and you probably wouldn't be selling them any cheaper unless you drop them into a river. So if not, you probably wouldn't be selling them any cheaper. I don't really have that many lenses because I really like camera bodies a lot more, and lenses don't appreciate that much, and it's quite a chore to actually hold too many lenses because they can fog up, and the fungus will grow time to time, and you definitely have to keep all your Leicas in a proper dry cabinet, and remember to maintain the humidity at around 40 to 50%. So I'm from a tropical country, Singapore, so it's really very important for us to keep our Leicas in the dry cabinet. I have some very rare lens, and I think it'll be a first version of a Summicron. It's an 8-element lens with finder. It's very nice lens with a lot of characteristic Leica glow. I have some titanium Summicrons and some other usual lenses, but these are not really. Most of these lenses and cameras are all babied and kept in the dry cabinet. I don't really use them, but I do shoot very frequently and regularly. But my go-to set is actually this very capable 35mm Summicron equivalent of a Carl Zeiss. It should be a Carl Zeiss Biogon 35 aperture of 2. It's a very capable lens. As you can see, it's very worn. I shoot it very regularly. I really love this lens. It's really capable. It's a fraction of a Leica's price, Leica Summicron's price, and it's very capable. In fact, I really do love its color rendering for your usual color films more than a Leica's. So I really love this lens. Perfect. I normally use this with Leica M6. So that's it for my introduction today.